for some people, especially who publish on YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, they can become a slave to the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, and I definitely feel that sometimes. I know what works for me, but I like to think that my audience appreciates when I try new things. So I'm not totally enslaved to it. I mean,
yeah, I try not to pay attention to views or any of that.
Well, you get some high views, so I'll report that for you.
No, so I wrote a Chrome extension that hides all the views on anything I create.
So you took it to that level.
Yeah, just because it's a drug, man. And I'm also a number guy, meaning like you give me like, if I do 30 push-ups today, tomorrow I'm going to try to do 35, just like enjoying number go up. Like, that's why I like video games, like RPGs, like where you're like improving your skill tree, you're like getting an extra point. And there's some aspect of YouTube and other platforms, anything, at any other platform, you're like, ooh, I got more today than I got yesterday. That's really, really dangerous to me because it can influence how much I enjoy a thing. Like, if nobody gives a shit about it based on the numbers, you're like, oh, maybe that wasn't such a great experience. I thought it was a great experience, but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, honestly, I do actually feel that way sometimes. Like, I'll put out something that I care about a lot, but if it doesn't get as many views, I'm like, all right, it must have not been as good as my higher view videos or whatever.
Yeah, that's just like not true though.
Yeah,
and it might mean like on YouTube that your thumbnail sucks or something like this, or whatever, however the algorithm works. But I mean, that's the thing I'm battling against to make sure I ignore all of that.
Right.
And it's actually something Joe Rogan has been extremely good at. He gives zero shits.
Yeah.
And
I think like, it's easier to do when you're really successful.
Well, he was doing that when he wasn't successful.
Really?
But anything. He just follows like the stuff he enjoys doing and legitimately enjoys it. He happens to be really good at it, but he gets good because he's doing the things he really enjoys and like full on passionate about. And that's why he'll have like ridiculous guests and just shit he enjoys doing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll one day try to do that. For now, I'm too attached to like the gratification of getting 1 million views in a day and stuff like that. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I've beat that or something. Like,
well, it's a worthy enemy to be fighting because it's a drug and it's one that should be resisted for a creator. Because I feel like it can do negative stuff to your mind as a creator.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anybody that controls you is not good.
A lot of people are controlled by their audience. They don't have to have a puppet master on a corporate level. Audience incentive is a different type of I don't want to say slavery, but
yeah, it is, and that's why variety is good. And you're doing that.
Yeah,
always expanding.